1961 New York Yankees season. The 1961 New York Yankees season was the 59th season for the team in New York, and its 61st season overall. The team finished with a record of 109-53, 8 games ahead of the Detroit Tigers, and won their 26th American League pennant. New York was managed by Ralph Houk. The Yankees played their home games at Yankee Stadium. In the World Series, they defeated the Cincinnati Reds in 5 games. This season was best known for the home run chase between Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle, with the former beating Babe Ruth's single-season record by hitting 61. The 1961 Yankees are often mentioned as a candidate for the unofficial title of greatest baseball team in history. Off-season. December 14, 1960. Bob Cerv was drafted from the Yankees by the Los Angeles Angels in the 1960 MLB expansion draft. January 16, 1961. Mickey Mantle became the highest-paid baseball player by signing a $75,000 contract. Prior to 1961 season, Art Lopez was signed as an amateur free agent by the Yankees. Prior to 1961 season, Ole Miss Rebels football quarterback Jake Gibbs was signed as an amateur free agent by the Yankees. Regular season. The 1961 season was notable for the race between center fielder Mickey Mantle and right fielder Roger Maris to break Babe Ruth's record of 60 home runs in a season set in 1927. Maris eventually broke the record, hitting his 61st home run on October 1, the season's final day. During the season, Maris had 7 multi-home run games. In a doubleheader against the Chicago White Sox, he hit 4 home runs. 1961 was an expansion year, with the American League increasing from 8 to 10 teams, the first expansion in the 61-year history of the league. The old schedule of 154 games, 7 opponents multiplied by 22 games apiece, was replaced by 162 games, 9 opponents multiplied by 18 games apiece, which led to some controversy due to the 8 extra games that Maris had to try to hit 61. Ultimately, when Maris broke Ruth's record in Game 162, Baseball Commissioner Ford Frick instigated the asterisk, which designated that Maris had only accomplished the feat in a longer season, and disallowed any reference to him as the record holder. When Commissioner Fay Vincent removed the asterisk in 1991, Maris was finally given credit as the single-season home run record holder. However, Maris had died in 1985, never knowing that the record belonged to him. In addition to the individual exploits of Maris and Mantle, the 61 Yankees hit a major league record 240 home runs. The record stood until 1996, when the Baltimore Orioles, with the added benefit of the designated hitter, hit 257 home runs as a team. Roger Maris. In 1961, the American League expanded from 8 to 10 teams, generally watering down the pitching, leaving the Yankees pretty much intact. Yankee home runs began to come at a record pace. One famous photograph lined up 6 1961 Yankee players, including Mantle, Maris, Yogi Berra, Elston Howard, Johnny Blanchard, and Bill Skowron, under the nickname Murderers Row, because they hit a combined 207 home runs that year. The title Murderers Row, originally coined in 1918, had most famously been used to refer to the Yankees side of the late 1920s. As mid-season approached, it seemed quite possible that either Maris or Mantle, or perhaps both, would break Babe Ruth's 34-year-old home run record. Unlike the home run race of 1998, in which the competition between Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa was given extensive positive media coverage, sports writers in 1961 began to play the M&M boys against each other, inventing a rivalry where none existed, as Yogi Berra has testified in recent interviews. The 1961 home run race between Maris and Mantle was dramatized in the 2001 film 61 *, filmed under the direction of Billy Crystal. Roger Maris 61 home runs. The Yankees played one tie game which was later made up, and hence took 163 games to achieve 162 decisions. Season standings. Record vs. opponents. Monthly record. Record vs. American League. Notable transactions. May 8, 1961, Lee Thomas, Ryan Duran, and Johnny James was traded by the Yankees to the Los Angeles Angels for Bob Cerv and Tex Clevenger. July 1, 1961, Roy White was signed as an amateur free agent by the Yankees. Roster. Game log. Postseason game log. Player stats. Batting. Starters by position. Note: POS equals position, G equals games played, AB equals at-bats, H equals hits, AB equals batting average, HR equals home runs, RBI equals runs batted in. Other batters. Note: G equals games played, AB equals at-bats, H equals hits, AB equals batting average, HR equals home runs, RBI equals runs batted in. Pitching. Starting pitchers. Note: G equals games pitched, IP equals innings pitched, W equals wins, L equals losses, ERA equals earned run average, SO equals strikeouts. Other pitchers. Note: G equals games pitched, IP equals innings pitched, W equals wins, L equals losses, ERA equals earned run average, SO equals strikeouts. Relief pitchers. Note: G equals games pitched, W equals wins, L equals losses, SV equals saves, ERA equals earned run average, SO equals strikeouts. 1961 World Series. Awards and honors. Roger Maris, American League MVP. Roger Maris, Associated Press Athlete of the Year. Whitey Ford, Cy Young Award. Whitey Ford, Babe Ruth Award 1961 All-Star Game. Whitey Ford, Starter Pitcher. Tony Kubek, Starter Shortstop. Mickey Mantle, Starter Center Field. Roger Maris, Starter Right Field. Luis Arroyo, Reserve. Yogi Berra, Reserve. Elston Howard, Reserve. Bill Scowron, Reserve. League leaders. Whitey Ford led league in innings 283. Whitey Ford led league in games started 39. Whitey Ford led league in batters faced 1159. Roger Maris, Major League Baseball home run champion 61. Franchise records. Roger Maris, Yankees single-season record, home runs in a season 61. Mickey Mantle, Yankees single-season record, home runs by a center fielder 54. Team leaders. Home runs Roger Maris 61. RBI Roger Maris 142. Batting average Elston Howard 348. Hits Bobby Richardson 173. Stolen bases Mickey Mantle 12. Walks Mickey Mantle 126. Wins Whitey Ford 25. Earned run average Luis Arroyo 2. 19. Strikeouts Whitey Ford 209. Farm system. Harlan affiliation shared with Chicago White Sox.